This morning, we are so glad to be catching up with one of Hollywood's living legends, James Brolin.
Pleasure living, right? That's a good thing to throw in there.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
He is a Golden Globe and Emmy award-winning actor whose career in television and film has spanned 7 decades.
Well, now we know he's alive because he's starring in a new series on Netflix called Ransom Canyon. It's about 3 Texas ranching family dynasties locked in a battle for control of their land. James, good to see you.
Good morning.
You, Al. Look at skinny Al.
Oh, stop
I'm so impressed.
He's blushing.
I lost a little, so I know how good it feels.
Oh,
I got another 10 to go.
There you go. Well, you'll get there.
I want people to go, you're too thin.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
just right?
Chef's kiss. So you're playing Cap Fuller,
yeah,
and this seems like it wouldn't be a stretch for you for this character. He's a little crusty, but
no. I started out with Hoppy and Roy Rogers and Gene Autry when I was a little. At 6, you'd see me in a hat and a gun slung on my waist and everything. And then it wasn't until my dad was a developer, built and designed houses, and he had a 7-acre project that we lived on each thing, and then we got it sold off. I lived in 14 homes by the time I graduated, but we had 2 horses finally, which I got to clean up, and but I learned to deal with them, and then I think it was in the 2nd year of Welby, I saw this ranch, this ad, and I ended up moving 4 hours away in the middle of a series.
Wow. Marcus Welby.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. It was the 3rd year of 7 years. They went, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, this is my new life."
Yeah.
So they put all my work into 4 days or 3 days, and then I'd be home 3 or 4 days. It was kind of great. So anyway, Josh was raised on the ranch with 100 head of cattle and 65 head of horses, and
so you know who Cap Fuller is.
Yeah, this is your wheelhouse.
So that's your answer. That I kind of knew who he was, and I was really enamored with his bad luck and how angry he was, which is not me. I'm a total optimist. My mother was the sweetest thing in the world, and I never learned to negotiate or argue, So it's great to play a guy that's, hurting bad.
Yeah, on the flip side of that a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you have had so many film and TV roles over the years. Like, how have you decided what you like and what you don't like? Like, how do you choose
I don't know.
what you
When they
wanna
brought
do?
me Reagan, I said, no, I'm wrong for it. And they asked me again. I said, no, I'm wrong for that. I couldn't do that. I'd make up. Did you ask everybody in town I'm the only guy left? So they came to the house and said, we want you to read 20 minutes. And they waited in the driveway. And I read and I went, this guy's weird. And, and I used to, every once in a while, I would do, well, Nancy and I, and that's the only thing I could do. It was like a cartoon character, right?
At one line.
And I thought, well, if I could do that, maybe I could do more. And, then Golden Globe and all that. Whoever knows, it's all, I look at film like day-old bread. It's half price the next day, and what's important is what you're focused on next.
Yeah. Well, so given all of the great roles you've played, we talked about rancher, politician, hotelier, doctor. What have you not done that you would like to do?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I've directed 2 sappy Hallmark pictures, and I've directed 3 movies now and about 30 hours of television. I have 4 projects.
Wow.
All on different subjects, and I'm waiting for the financing to pop up because I want to direct more now.
Yeah.
And I've been in a lot of stuff where I'm in it, so you got nobody to argue with,
I've always wondered how that works.
Yeah. You can look in the mirror and say, do this or do that, and okay.
Yeah.
I'm not in any of these, which makes me feel, I just love making other people great. That's my goal.
Well, that's a terrific. And I mean, you're going to be turning 85 later this year. I mean, it sounds like the secret is to just keep moving.
Yeah. And I met Laird Hamilton a few years ago and started working out with him in the pool. And
that helps.
Oh, he beats you up bad. The first day, he gave me 5 pounds in each hand, put me in 13 feet of water, and he said, if you want to breathe, you have to go to the top, get a breath 20 times for starters. And then after a few days, you get good at that, and he gives you 10 pounds, and then 15.
Wow.
Then you go in the sauna. Then you go in the ice bath. And
so he's not gentle on you.
So, I mean, his theory is your body hates it, then that's what you want to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Besides turning 85, you also have another milestone coming up this summer, your 27th wedding anniversary to Barbra Streisand.
Yes.
I mean, how have you, I mean, I imagine as an actor with filming, you're gone for, you know, periods of time. Like, how do you keep it going after all this time?
You learn to take a walk. Both of us.
Yeah.
No, not just me.
Sure.
You know, I just think you got to say, okay, take a deep breath, take a walk, because, you know, it's animals do the same thing. You know, humans do it
Cool
to
off
each
a little
other,
bit.
animals do it to each other. Yeah, but it's 27. I better know this. 27 or 28?
27th. You've been together 29, almost 29 years.
It'll be 30 years on July 1st.
I was just about to ask if you
I
knew
trust
the date.
you. I don't trust this. I trust you.
And we were married on July 1st also.
That's
we
really
met
great.
on July 1st. We were married on July 1st 2 years later.
That's fantastic.
That's great.
And it's just great. The best investment we've ever made is our mattress. And don't misunderstand me. We're both lazy. We love to sleep late. And we just, we do a lot of our work on the phone, on paper, reading right next to each other.
And you don't hurt when you wake
helps.
up, right? You feel good.
Well, your back gets a little sore when you're this old. But,
And then Laird's there to work you out. And
he gets the kinks out. And
That's terrific.
Life, she is good.
Oh,
That's wonderful.
We are so thrilled having you here. James, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.